Oh, shit. Let me, oh. Okay, do not want that cable, tied up. Okay. Okay, let me get... Let me check this real quick. Okay. Audio good? Audio good? Need to listen to my headphones for this. I want to make sure. Yeah, I think I'm fine. I mean, I hope I'm fine. I mean, obviously this mic is not the best, and I probably should start using a different mic, or somehow getting the mic I do have that's pretty good up and running, but whatever. Okay, so it's been a while. Had problems getting on, and when I was able to get on, it was way too late at night, and I didn't want to stream that late. So, I did play a bit. As you can see, I'm finally level 80. I haven't done any of the Sage story quests. I was saving that for online, and I haven't gone through any of the MSQ either, because again, I was saving that online for the online to stream. But yeah. So let's start off how we started off before. We'll do the Sage story, and then we'll go straight into the MSQ. Tenon, pray forgive me, my earlier bewilderment. If you do not mind, I would review the situation as it stands. We have been laboring under the assumption that Lofa and his companions had come to Eorzea to further enhance themselves in their pursuit of forbidden power. To that end did they seek to procure Musmalloy, which they would use in conjunction with the stolen soul crystal. But it wasn't the Musmalloy they wanted. No, they wanted was the man who wanted it, Master Feldernet. Using the herb as a lead, they went to the Arboretum in anticipation of their quarry's arrival, and failing to find him there, they made their way to Lost Hope. Such is my memory, at any rate. What do you make of all this? Lofa and his companions aren't criminals, they're victims. Obviously. Come on, guys. So you think so too? There is something else, Tenon. The rumors I mentioned of a Charlian healer who conducted heinous procedures on life subjects. After sharing recent developments with Command, they reopened the investigation and have, to our considerable shock and surprise, confirmed that there appears to be some truth to them after all. The villain went to great lengths to conceal his operation, and thus did he manage to elude the authorities for years. The man's identity is yet to be conclusively ascertained, but we have a suspect. A sage who disappeared from Charlian shortly before our fugitives appeared. A sage by the name of Gildevane, which is obviously Feldernet, whatever his name is. Yes, the same Gildevane who took Mohad and Ansel into his care, I expect. If they were victims of his experiments, then they would have every reason to follow him to the ends of the world. While much of this is conjecture, it goes far towards explaining that which we know. Let us proceed on this assumption and have the truth from the man at the heart of the recent events, Fulgernet. Now, according to the apothecary, 'twas a merchant at Alport who introduced them. If we find this merchant, we may also find Fulgernet, to Vilbrand. Obviously, they're the same person. Come on, guys. Come on. Okay, come on. Bum bum. One second. Oh, that didn't work out. Nothing I can do on that end. Whatever. Keep going. So this is Alport, one of Vilbrand's foremost trading hubs. How I should like to take in the sights, but that must wait. We have work to do. We must try to find this merchant before Vildernet does. As recall, the man deals in Thavarian wares. Let us begin by... Healer! Send for a healer! You're a healer. Good. We've got some badly hurt folk just outside, attacked by the looks of it. Can you go and tend to them? Might be as whoever did this is still near, so watch yourselves. I'm going to raise the alarm. Boom, 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 boom. Fildren is trying to tie up loose ends. What in the world happened? Ugh. We're too late to help the merchant. But Lufa, you can still save him. Or is it Luifa? Whatever. Yet earlier our speculation was simply that, speculation. We do not know for certain that he and his companions seek to accomplish. We do not know for certain what he and his companions seek to accomplish. What do we do now, however? What we do now, however, is that they took a life in Charlian. Oh, God. What we do know now, however, is that they took a life in Charlian. They are murderers. I know it's not my place to pass judgment, but they took her from me, my mother. He... Ha! He was right. I am a fool. I thought I was strong enough to keep my feelings out of it. Yeah, Loaf protected me. I owe him? Not really. Lofa can't tell us anything if he's dead. Yes, yes. We cannot have justice without truth. For my mother and all others who have suffered, not least of all. Forgive my indecision, Tenon. Please render Loifa your aid. Ugh. Are you all right? Mahad and Ansel, where are they? They were not here when we arrived, only the merchant. It was too late for him, but Tenon was able to save you. Will you tell us what happened? Who was it that attacked you? Gildavane, who else? That bastard is still out there because of you, and now... So it is as we suspected. Feldrenet is Gildavane. Yeah. Finally ready to accept it, are you? He can change his face and his name, but there is no changing the monster he is. Still masquerading as a kind-hearted healer, a wolf in sheep's clothing who preys upon the vulnerable for his vile experiments. So you were indeed his test subjects. I am sorry. Had I known, I... Save your apology. It won't bring Mahad and Ansel back. When we confronted Gildavane, they shielded me from his magic, but he must have taken them. I couldn't do anything. For all the power and sacrifice, I couldn't do a damn thing. What are you talking about? I was born with a disease of the lungs. As I grew, so too did it worsen, until I had but a few moons left to live. It was then that Gildavane appeared before us, before me and my master. With the wisdom of Charlian, he could cure me, he said. Having believed for so long that I had never had a chance, I wasn't sure how to feel, but my master was overjoyed. And seeing that joy, for the first time I wanted to live. For him, for me. But we were fooled. In the guise of treatment, Gildavane subjected me to a dangerous procedure to fortify my aether. I wasn't the only one. There were others, so many others. But one after another they disappeared until only a few of us remained. We who survived have been more than cured. We've been given an unnatural power. We can be given unnatural powers. I was twice as strong as any man, and I could channel magics with ease. For all the good it did, I was no match for Gildavane and his tricks. Worse still, I couldn't protect Mahad and Ansel. If this life is my reward for all the suffering and sacrifice, I'd have been rather off dead. Or I'd have been better off dead. Whatever life you still have, or whatever you have left, whatever life you have still is a life, and you owe it to the others to make the most of it. Mahad and Ansel still need you. You can't give up now. Let's go with the first one. Help me. Please. I want to save them, but I can't do it alone. I need help, so please. That being said, I highly doubt they killed this girl's mother. I should have listened. Should have been willing to question what I was told. And now because I wasn't, if Gildevan went to the trouble of making Mahad and Ansel, it can only mean one thing. He means to experiment on them again. On taking. We can't let that happen. We have to find and save them. Wait. Even if we manage to ascertain Gildevan's whereabouts, the fact remains that the three of you together couldn't overpower him. We cannot expect to fare much better. In all likelihood, he himself is also enhanced. If we are to confront him, we must have a foolproof plan. Do you not agree, Tenon? Yes. Very well. For now, I suggest you return to Idleshire. I will join you there after briefing the Yellow Jackets on the situation. Please be safe. Tidings from Command, Tenon. They have confirmed that Gildevan used muscle malloy in his procedure. Despite his attempts to destroy all evidence of his crimes, traces of the herb were found in his laboratory. Furthermore, no record exists of a healer named Feldrenet. If ever there was any doubt it was a false identity, there is none now. In hindsight, we should have tried to explain everything to you, but we didn't know who to trust. Even if you had attempted to convince me, I doubt I would have listened. I saw what I wanted to see, believed what I needed to believe. Even with the mounting evidence, I wavered over whether we should save you. My mother would have been ashamed to see what I'd become. I took up the shield because I wanted to protect all life, just as she did to her dying breath. Your mother was a warrior like you? She was a healer. The soul crystal you took, it was hers. Then the woman that day was your mother? Gildevan had already fled Charlian. We were attempting to escape when one of our comrades collapsed in pain. Someone chanced to see us, another sage at Physis Technon. Suspicious though we must have looked, she rushed to our aid without hesitation. But our companion, he flew into a frenzy and we couldn't stop him. I tried to save her, the gods know I did. But with the last of her strength, she pressed the crystal into my hand. Forgive me. There is naught to forgive. She did what she had always done. What she would have believed was right. If she had any regrets, it would have doubtless be that she couldn't help you sooner. As for the crystal, she clearly wished for you to have it. She must have seen something in you, in that moment. 'Tis my hope that you will carry on her legacy and fight for the future of all lives. The future of all lives. I shall dedicate my efforts to locating Gildevan. Until I do, please continue practicing your skills, the better to be prepared for when we face him. Right. The Musmalloy has arrived. As expected, it is highly effective against strengthening one's aether, but so too does it poison. We must find a way to separate its beneficial constituents, else it cannot be administered for any extended period. We administered a diluted extract of musmalloy after the patient fell unconscious. Though she awakened a few hours later, she was extremely agitated, and it took several people to subdue her. We can no longer dismiss the inherent risks in the treatment. We must submit a report to the studium on the dangers of musmalloy, ere someone repeat our mistake. The pain has returned, worse than before. This disease eats away at me, and I fear I do not have much time. Yet there is still so much to do, so very much. I'm assuming that is, Loifa's master. I want to say maybe it's his crystal. Either that or it's Feldronet's. Pledge of Hope. Lala is eager to share tidings from command with you. Ah, Tenon, you will be pleased to hear that in response to my latest report, my superiors have decided to spare no resources in the hunt for Gildevane. A remarkable change of policy given how they once considered the rumors to warrant only a cursory investigation before being dismissed. But in any event, with their assistance, 'tis only a matter of time before we find our man. While we wait a development, I ask that you continue honing your skills, the better to contend with Gildevane when the time comes. I can't stand to be idle. I will join you, if you are not averse. No, not at all. We would welcome it, in fact. Tenon can go no further with my limited knowledge. He would benefit from your guidance, and I dare say you stand to gain from experience as well. As to how you might train, may I suggest lending a helping hand to the locals? The Dravanian hinterlands are home to many treasured hunters. Theirs is a dangerous line of work, and they often find themselves in trouble. If you speak with their representatives, Midnight Dew, she should be able to direct you to her fellows who may require assistance. You're familiar with this Midnight Dew, yes? Lead the way. I gotta go outside. He's with you, I take it? Something I can help you with? Oh, you want to help us? Aye, well, it's true enough. Wanting to make quick telling, there's some as bite off more than they can chew. Whoa. As a matter of fact, a few hunters have yet to return, and I have a mind to go look for them. Reckon you could take care of it in my stead? Much obliged. Some especially nasty fiends have been out and about lately, and I'm hoping our friends haven't run afoul of them. Friends, I say, but we're more like family. Family looks after family. Aye, that they do. Watch yourselves out there, eh? And thanks again. To think that by subjecting me to this procedure, Gildevane gave me the ability to wield sage magic, the power to heal and to harm. I will repay this gift by doing just that. With his death, his victims will finally be able to move on. But those are thoughts for another day. Let us be off and see if we can find these hunters and any fiends that may be stalking them. Okay, yeah, wait. Wait, that reminds me. Got new barding, which is very cool, I gotta say. It's very, very cool. I just want to see. Yeah, no, it doesn't. No Spanish animation when flying. Okay, it's very cool, but I just really like my I like diamond a lot more still. Ba-bum. On my ears itching. What is that? Ugh. The creatures are unnaturally strong. Could this be Gildevain's handiwork? Probably. Ugh. Well, should probably click on her first. Thank you. I thought I'd be able to handle the fiends. Oh, how wrong I was. I owe you my life, and you can be sure I'll sing your praises to all who will listen. Fare you well. I'm glad that we can help her, spare her family the sorrow. Come, let us continue. God damn it. Pressed the wrong button. Ooh, yeah. I don't want to die. He won't last much longer. Quickly dispatch these fiends. Oh, he couldn't even break my my barrier. A terrible wound. This is no time for training. I'll take care of it. Are you all right? What? I'm alive? How? Was it you? Yes. Well, you were in a bad way, and I... Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Huh? My wife, she's with child, our firstborn, and I want to earn as much coin as I could to provide for my family. But in my haste, I got reckless. I took on jobs that were beyond me. But thanks to you, I still have my life, and my family still have me. No more stupid risks. I won't squander the future you've given us. My thanks again, and 12 bless you. Aww. He's got a life to live for, doesn't he? You know, I used to dream about the future I knew I'd never see. About overcoming my illness and protecting the forest as a wood warder, as is the duty of Vieira men. I wanted to repay my people for not giving up on me, my tribe, and my master. I allowed myself to hope when I went to Gildevain, until the dream died once and for all in his laboratory, alongside those who were sacrificed in the pursuit of his twisted ambitions. For the betterment of mankind, that depraved fiend took everything from me. Since then, I have been bent upon revenge, save that there was no purpose for my sage's power. But since meeting you and Lala, I feel as though I'm beginning to understand why this soul crystal was given to me. The hope that all might live to know a better tomorrow. There is a warmth and comfort in that, and a purpose. I won't fall again. Not when my friends, my family need me. Come what may, I will protect them. For that purpose and no other will I use my power. This I swear upon the crystal. Nod. Soon we must confront Gildevain. If we're to triumph, we must trust each other with our lives. Are you prepared to trust yours to me? Yes, and I'll protect you too. Huh. I'm counting on you. So see to it you keep up. Well, I believe that's enough training for one day. Let's head back to Idleshire. Hopefully Lala's allies have made progress. Tried flying like an idiot. Please, please let them be alive. Ah, you're both back. Good. I have news to share regarding the hunt for Gildevain. First of all, we've located the villain. With the aid of our fellow operatives, we measured unusual etheric activity in a cave in the Dravinian Forelands. This is where he has made his base, and holds Mohad and Ansel. The two are alive, but more than that, we could not ascertain. Hold on, my friends. We're coming to save you. We've also learned more about Gildevain himself, from an acquaintance of his in yesteryear. According to said acquaintance, after graduating from the studium, Gildevain completed further studies in various fields, somnotics most notably. For his skill and knowledge, he has made a professor of the faculty, and it was there that he met his wife, a fellow researcher and talented sage in her own right. But one day she fell gravely ill. Healers of various persuasions attempted to treat her, but her condition deteriorated rapidly, and she passed away not a week later. Gildevain was not the same man after that. Whatever tragedy he has known, I can muster no sympathy for him, nor would you if you had seen the madness in his eyes, heard the malice in his voice. Mark my words, it wasn't for his wife that he mourned, but the loss of a valuable resource. That is all people are to Gildevain. So it seems, and whatever reason he may have had, he cannot be permitted to continue his depraved experiments. That being said, we cannot storm his cave just yet. His knowledge of somnotics, I don't know how to say that word, somnotics, makes him a dangerous opponent, and we must be amply prepared. To that end, I have been working on a countermeasure, but it will take a little longer to complete. Meanwhile, I must ask for your patience and your faith. As much as I wish to save Mohad and Ansel, it would be meaningless if we lost anyone in the process, so please, believe me. Nod. Oh, okay, no nod. Alright, I'll wait, and when all is ready, we'll go and rescue Mohad and Ansel. Alright. To my shame, I collapsed while treating the child. I do not recall ever seeing my husband so distressed. Touched though I am, I'd rather that he didn't fuss over me. He knows my prognosis. Ah, so it's Fildrenet's wife's sage crystal. That's what it is. As stages, it is our duty to fight for the future of all lives. Soon I will no longer be able to fight this fight, but it is my hope that someone will carry on in my stead. To that end, I, Hatia, will pour myself into this soul crystal. Ooh. My love, in case this is my last chance, I want you to know that I am glad I met you. You made me the happiest woman, and should I be reborn, the rest of the passage has been torn away. Soon, soon, we will rescue Mahad and Ansel and to settle the score with Gildavane. Alright. Yeah, and I get my skill, Panhema. Alright. My apologies for the wait. The countermeasure is ready. It is quite delicate, however, and I will hold on to it until the moment of reckoning. Good. Let us make for Gildavane's lair at once. Had there been further word on Mahad and Ansel? My fellow operatives report that your friends are still alive, and together we will assure that they remain so. Thank you, thank you. Though to me they are more than just friends. They are family. Our destination lies in the northeast of the Duranian Forelands, where the Somal foothills meet the Hundred Throws. The cave is just west of the springs. Understood. I'll go on ahead to scout the area. Where are you technically? Oh man, you are far from a lot of places. It's equal distance to either one. Either way, the same distance. Hopefully she found out what a scoundrel this guy is. And that's why the page was torn away. Alright. Okay, so I've been going through some dungeons. You know, I've played a bit with it. Hopefully, I can do this. This is it, Tenon. Gildavane's lair. Remember, our chief concern is Mahad and Ansel's safety. As for the countermeasure, 'tis a set of garments imbued with a special enchantment to shield you from Gildavane's influence. Should the worst come to worst, it will keep you safe and our hopes alive. As I mentioned, they are rather delicate, but I guarantee they will last you this one battle. When you are ready to sally forth, I will have you change into them. During the battle, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. Okay. So, are you ready, Tenon? Okay. I should have probably gotten better gear. Just to be safe. Oh well. Mahad! Ansel! What have you done to them, you bastard? My, such anger. When you should instead feel joy for your friends. They have the opportunity to contribute to mankind's future. For the frailty of our flesh, so much knowledge and skill and experience are forever lost, an unconscionable and unacceptable waste. A lasting solution to the problem will not come without additional sacrifice. 'Tis unavoidable, but you, my friend, are an invaluable living specimen, and I give thanks for the opportunity to study you further. You monster! How many lives have been lost and torn apart at your twisted whims? You play the part of indignant moralist well. Pity, as a fellow Charlian, I held hope that you, at least, would come to appreciate my vision. Alas, you are as short-sighted as the rest. But no matter. You can yet serve a purpose, as a benchmark for my progress. Oh yes, all the elements are present for a test of strength. Mahad, Ansel, kill these self-righteous fools. Hold on, my friends. We'll save you. It should be possible to break Gildavine's control. We just need to find an opening. As for you, I would thank you to never call me a fellow Charlian. It sickens me to think that you are a compatriot. My, the animosity is fairly palpable. I had best make myself scarce. Okay, how do we do this? Okay. Haha, let us begin with you, Ansel. Damn it, they're not right in their minds. Then we have no choice but to subdue them. Okay, are we gonna go? I keep forgetting to do this frickin' diagnosis, the dot. That will do, Mahad. Your turn. Alrighty. Mahad! Ansel! Forgive me. I didn't want to hurt you. Huh. 'Twould seem you possess a heightened affinity for the sage's arts. Ha ha ha! That I should be blessed with such fine specimens from my research. We must see what else you can do. Yes, we must. Watch out! What? Of course it was me. Come on. Now we're even. I won't fall. Not again. Through all the suffering and sacrifice, I'm still here. I'm still alive. And so long as I live, I refuse to let anyone else die on me. What say you, Mahad, Ansel? As if you needed ask. Where you go, we follow. You know this. I believe into you too, Luifa. In you too, and you and Tenon both. Gildevane, you wanted to see what else we could do, right? Then come and find out. Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. Do not hold back, my dear subjects, for neither shall I. For the betterment of mankind, let us transcend the limits of our flesh together. Whoa. Okay. $500 says we're gonna see a monster just like that as a beatable monster in the world in a later level on the moon or something. Get the monster, damn it. Oh. Well, you aim at the guy. What the hell? Why am I not locking on? What do I do? Don't damn it, he's taking control of their minds again. What do I do? Intrinsic is effective carrier. What do we do? Keep your comments alive and break their mind control. How do I do that? Oh, the knowledge. We did it. Are you alright, my friends? I think so. Thanks to you. Cool. Got him. He's not dead. Something's up. Something's gonna happen. Oh, maybe not. What are we waiting for? Let's kill him and have it done with. No, Ansel. It should be Leifa's decision. This power that I have, born of untold sacrifice. I swear that I would use it only to protect life, not take it. Gildevain will face justice back in his homeland, where he committed his most heinous crimes. I'm sorry, my friends. Lila, this crystal was your mother's, and it rightfully belongs to you. It's already where it belongs. Through your deeds bring honor my mother's memory. Through your deeds, that is a weird way to phrase that. Holy cow. Through your deeds bring honor to my mother's memory. I will strive to do the same with my trusty sword and shield. With your blessing, I hereby take Gildevain into custody. He will be transported back to Sharlayan, where he will be tried by the Forum. While I tend to the necessary arrangements, you should return to Idleshire and have a rest. I will join you anon. This mercy is more than you deserve, but you will answer for your crimes, every last one. Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. Do you not agree, Hatia, dearest? Yep. I knew it. When I set out for Sharlayan, I wanted to reclaim my mother's soul crystal, wanted it as a memento to remember her by. But I've come to realize there is no better way to remember her than by the legacy of her deeds in life. She was the gentlest and noblest of women, one who never flinched in the face of danger when someone was in need of succor. And I will endeavor to do honor to that legacy by raising to the defense of those in need of protection. This includes Luifa and his friends. So in case you're worried for them, don't. You should return to Idleshire as well. Gods know you deserve a rest too. By the way, I'm on a new server. I did the world visit because mine was too congested. But even then, it took a little while. Let's see, what do you have to say? For revenge, we were prepared to die, but now we have a reason to live. We have a chance to see our mother again, and we owe it to you. You took your time. Let me guess. You were talking with your superiors and making arrangements to send us back to Sharlayan as well. I don't work for Sharlayan. We had a long and difficult conversation, I must confess. Though they were pleased that Gildevain would be returning to Sharlayan, alive no less, they were deeply disappointed to hear that the fugitives escaped, and that, despite my best efforts, I could not pick up their trail again. Though I don't exactly mistrust the Forum, I do have reason to believe that they knew more about Gildevain's activities than they let on. Perhaps they were hoping for resolution that wouldn't see the sordid details of his experiments brought to light. But now that it's all going to be out in the open and your innocence has been made plain, my superiors will no longer think to pursue you. You are free to begin anew, which is the very least you deserve for all you have suffered. Well now, you're surprisingly reasonable for a mole-headed Sharlayan. I beg your pardon. A simple thank you would have sufficed. Ha 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 ha! Laugh, everybody, laugh! I never asked for my powers, but fate has decreed that I have them. And I will use them as they were intended, and fight for the future of all lives. I also seek a cure for the procedure's side effects. And when I succeed, my friends will be able to return home, safe in the knowledge that they won't lose control again. We can't thank you enough for coming to our aid. Aye, if it weren't for you, we would have been dead or worse. We'd all but given up ourselves and lived only for revenge. But you've given us a second chance, and we won't waste it. We'll aid Loifa in his research, of course, and it'll be much for his sake as ours. For all his bravado, he can't stand to be alone. What? Aye, we thought the Vieira men would prefer solitude, but not our Loifa. Deep down, he's a lonely little boy. Oh, wow. Family indeed. As a little girl, I regarded the sages of Eldon with awe. In the tales, all were stern, nigh mythical figures, untouchable in their virtues and ideals. But the more I think on it, the more I'm convinced that these legends cannot have been so unlike us. No, they were ordinary folk who bore great love for friends and family, and that love extended to all life. Yeah, I mean, I could maybe come say that no, because all the ones in Charlene are a bunch of assholes. Now more than ever, I see this love in my dear departed mother, and though I still have much and more to learn, ever will I endeavor to do her proud. Thank you, Tenon. I couldn't have learned these lessons or accomplished my mission without you. As our work is done, our time together is over, but I shall linger in Eorzea a while, and hope to see more of you and hear of your tales. You betcha. Na, 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 na. The Urgent Desire Protect has sworn the new ability of Sage. Okay, whatever. Panheimer, yeah. Sage heal thyself. Cool. Alright, where is this ability so I know where it is so I can see if I want it there. No, I don't want it there. I'm gonna put this up there. Bum ba da ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum ba dum ba dum bum. Okay, and then I also want to hold on. I don't want to overwrite something by accident. So let's just put you there. No, you fool. Alright. Put you there. You there. You there. You there. Okay. Swift cast. Oh wait, no, let's you there. Yeah, I like this. Actually, let's put yeah, let's do that. Cause when I get I believe it's Crisis at 86. I want to have it there. And then Crisis is what? A single party? Yeah, it increases HP recovery via healing actions for a party member of or self by 20. So that, yeah, that's mostly for like big mobs when a tank is just gonna pull everything in the world. So yeah, let's leave a space for that. And then obviously I know where my last attack is gonna go. I get nothing at 84. I'm assuming a trait is at 85. Okay, enhanced healing. Okay. 88 is okay. But yeah, here in this regard, yeah. Okay, that looks good. And then don't have rescue on here. Let's put you there. I doubt I'll ever use you because I suck. I'm always one of the last people to get into the safe zone, and to try to pull somebody into the safe zone, it's gonna be like, what the? But yeah, and then like this. Alright. And that way, like that. Alright. And that. Did we already do this? Okay, yeah. Diary of the Sage, entry by Hannah number 1. Gone, gone, gone. To dust and dirt. A future cut short for no reason but that her body failed her. But the child lives. She may still serve a purpose. I have acquired a subject with a tolerance for muscle malloy, a Viera who has taken the herb from childhood. Should I finally put the cavalcade of failures behind me and succeed, it will be a great step forward for all mankind. The Jinjal woman continues to sniff around, too curiously by half. I shall have to find a more private place to continue my work, and if she persists, well, it will be on her own head. Who should I meet today but an adventurer who has your soul crystal? I would be lying if I were to say that I wasn't disappointed that you chose a vagabond over me. But no matter, I will continue my work, and I pray, my love, that one day you will forgive the man I've had to become. Was that 1 through 4? Yeah, that was it? Okay. Alright. With that said and done, it's time for the big stuff. Alright, so last we left off, this group went to Thavanair, and we found out that it was ruled by a dragon, one of the Resvalgar and Nidhogg's brood brother. And over here, we learned that the Studium's just a bunch of pile of dickheads. Oh, also over here, we found a way to shield our group from the effects of the tower. And then again, in this group, we found out that Charlian's just a bunch of assholes who want to save themselves. Alright, okay. Before we get going, let me use a quick restroom break. Alright. Here we go. Main event time. Gonna go through a big chunk of the MSQ today, hopefully. Alright. In the dark of the tower, Kyle glanced at you with expectant eyes. Since there has been progress in both investigations, shall we share the findings from our respective locales? Thinking back, doing the Charlene investigation would have been better to then do the variant. It would have made more sense to do it that way.
Your time in Thavnair has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the Ethereal Sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thavnair.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Fudola's report, they were unable to free the Emolja. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Ifrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal, thus the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise.
Oh, that's freaking horrible.
A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope. And I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Kryl, Yostola, and myself. The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodora by a considerable margin.
Oh, wow. Can I tell them which one to take?
If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
And I am more than happy to fulfill that role. Building a sage's armaments to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Radzat of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
The military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging point.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Alright, let's get to it. Alrighty. So, yeah, if you probably heard, because like my mother was telling me, apparently my aunt had a bad accident when she was in Aruba. It happened on Friday apparently, and she broke some stuff. It's really bad. That sucks too, because it was her birthday. Alright, let's get the stuff out of the way. And write K just in case. Alright. Our friend of Eorzea. We have been expecting you. You and yours will lead the mission into the tower, I'm told. The warding skills will be delivered soon. Till then, please stand by at the boat we have readied. When our fellows arrive, I will direct them to join you. We pray for your safety and success. Oh, buddy. Ugh. If this is the future of ethereal travel, I think I'll stick to boats. No warning, however empathetic, could have prepared me for that. On account of which we are a little late, but fighting fit. Mostly. My friends, permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. You must be, we should call you Varshan, I suppose. Indeed, it would not do to confuse our soldiers. Very well then. For our part, we are humbled that you should see it fit to entrust us with your warding skills. Please convey as much to His Excellency. One for each of you. Please accept them with my blessings. Our thanks. With these we can go anywhere those with the blessing of light can go. Not only for this operation either, but all the ones to come. We can finally break your monopoly on primals. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna introduce a trust system for trials. I've been waiting for this day. Technically, yeah, but the other one, in that case, they're all yours from now on. Nah, let's go with I've been waiting for this day. So have we, my friend. So have we. If everyone is amenable to it, let us review the strategy for good measure. As previously agreed, we will divide into two groups. Tenon and his band will break through the tower's defenses and locate its core. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners, who will doubtless want for healing due to the duress of repeated summonings. The primals which the tower bringeth forth shall be the deities of the Narian myth. As we have no prior experience with such foes, pray exercise the utmost caution when confronting them. We commence the operation at your word, my friend. For the people of Thavnair, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. The Tower of Zot, now accessible. Alright. So yeah, let me see what they say. This is the closest I've ever been to one of the towers. Such a sinister aura it exudes. It's been a while since I last took to the field, and I can't help but feel nervous. But with everyone at my side, I'm sure all will be well. Lest you worry, I've not forgotten my healing spells. But restorations, or be it restorations or destruction, this sorceress can command whatever magic the situation requires. Aside from the primals, within the tower we shall for certainty encounter enthralled Imperial soldiers, defenders conveyed hither by means unknown, who will stop at nothing to hinder our efforts. Though our parties are separate, I will trust in you, as I know you will trust in me. Let us both give it our all and add another rousing chapter to the saga. The Radiant host and I will be watching from the outpost, ready to act at the first sign of unusual activity. May the scales serve you well and protect you in lieu of Vitra's fangs and claws. Can we say something here? Small talk. With Y'shtola keeping them company, the other party will be able to hold their own against the enemies if need be. So we can tackle our own task without worrying over them. Let us be on about it. I may have taken up new arms, but my role is unchanged. I am a healer through and through. Yet in knowing who once wore this sage mantle, I wonder, when all is said and done, will I look back on the battles I chose to fight with pride? No, because your dad's a dick. First this armor, blessed with Radtasker's power, and now Vitra's scale. Much has changed for dragons to show me such favor. And with Nidhogg with me in spirit and in hand, no obstacle will bar our way. My warding scale is safely tucked away. I'm ready when you are, Tenon. I may not be an Azure Dragoon, former or otherwise, but I guarantee that I'll give as good as I get. Cool. Alright, but yeah. Gonna do it first regularly in the duty finder, and then I'm gonna do it again then I'm going to do it again with the people here. Actually, I should probably do it the other way first. I should do it with the NPCs first. No, let's not do it. Well... Shit. I'm so nervous now. Ilzabard, the Tower of Zod. I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Can I not stop this? I don't understand what that's supposed to do there. I don't know what that's supposed to block that. I have no idea what I was doing there. Sure, I'll grade that. I am lagging a bit, which sucks though. Why is this guy like hovering over me that I can't freaking... I really didn't need that choker now that I think about it. Oh god, I'm frozen. How did you guys know? How? Hold on. Just needed a second to clear my eye, drink some water, because it was getting a little tight there. I pressed the wrong button. Shit bolas. Just in case. Whew. No matter the cost, we must protect the tower. Harbinger elect, the Magus sisters. Oh, I remember you guys. I am utterly confused at what just happened. Oh, I skipped the cutscene! Fuck! I'm so used to skipping cutscenes that I skipped the cutscene. Holy crap.
Is everyone all right?
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
The lower floors were disturbing enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
I believe we stand in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Ishtola?
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point. This is the core we seek. Yet something is off. As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it.
Oh shit, here's the twist.
'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look. Curious. There is something there embedded inside the core. A man's limb.
Huh?
This is what we came to destroy?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
A man's limb?
And that should be the end of it.
If only it were that simple.
What now?
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth appear to be correct.
Lovely.
You! And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves!
I pray I'm not too late.
Oh, Graha, you kick-ass son of a bitch. Oh, Graha.
What happened? Where are we?
By my reckoning, we're still on the island where the tower stood. But 'tis as if it never existed. Hardly a scratch. But how?
Graha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
That explains the lack of obvious injuries.
The expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Then the immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here. They'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Shit.
Angelo and I will take care of that.
I have every faith in you, Alize, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more Porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Hail, Scions! We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist us in its provision.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
Oh, Graha, you magnificent bastard. I love you. You're just too good. You, sir, are just too good. Alright, Alright, let's see. What do you have you say, Stinian? Whew. Carrying those Matanga may have been the true struggle. Yeah, I bet they were. The liberated prisoners are being transported to Radatan for treatment. Alise Nishtola will oversee the administration of the tempering treatment, with support from those who know a healing spell or two. We'll go and join them in the city once you've had a moment to catch your breath. Trying to think if I should save this for the Dragoon. I think I will. You may now enter the Tower of Zot with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the Trust interface located blah 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 blah. Yep, I knew that part. Alright. Let's take off the headgear. Let's take that off for now. Alright. Okay, this is where things get annoying. Because I want to grab if it's not there, I can't grab it. Alright, okay. Nothing you. I don't think. Yeah, cancel. Stuff I got off the tower. Nothing. I could have sworn I grabbed something healing wise from the tower. Amulet of Fending, which was 520. Okay, which is basically the exact same thing I already have. Now I'm... Yeah, the earrings are 520. need you to get out of there. I can't see what that is. These should be 515. So... Oh, I need to be level 81. That's right. It has to be level 81. Balls. Don't I feel sheepish? And what is it again? What was it I grabbed for? It was earrings, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I can't see because this stupid thing is in the way. Yeah, I can't get out of the way with this thing in the way. Anyway, it's not that big of a deal. Here we go. Had enough rest, have you? You were never one for being idle. Right. Vershawn bade us come to Magduta at our earliest convenience. The others will join us there once they have finished tending to the prisoners. Ah, wait. On second thought, you and Estinian should go on ahead. I need to make a quick detour by the Great Work. We left Graha in the alchemist's care, you see. Best to fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. Just you and me, then. The guardsman at the gate should wave us through. Alright. Actually, I did say I want to do the tower again, but with a party. Let's get to the new city. Let's get to the city and get the Aether alignment, and then we'll do it. So the tower's pretty cool. I had no idea what I was doing, but overall, pretty cool. And the boss fights themselves were nice. Like, you fought Cindy first, then Sandy, and then all together with Mandy. Right? Mindy? Or did we fight Mindy and Cindy and Sandy and then Mindy? Whatever. The whole process of it, though, was really, really cool. Kind of pissed that I skipped the cutscene because I'm so used to skipping the cutscene. Ugh. With the tower gone, I expect that the state of alert will be lifted. Ah, honored scions, you are free to enter at your leisure. As I cannot leave my post, I'm afraid, you must make your own way. Should you require directions in the city, the sentry stationed at the fountain atop the steps should be glad to assist you. Just let me attune, and we'll be good to go, buddy. Nice. Though I have been to Radatan before, this place is a variable maze. Rather than risk getting lost, we had best to ask for directions from this sentry at the fountain. Lead the way, and don't expect me to act as your tour guide like certain others. Hey, Estinian, come join me. Okay, let's attune to that. You know what? I like to make my own way for a bit. Just to see. Alright. Can you go in? Okay, no. So, go upstairs. Explore the city a bit. Exploring with good old Estinian. Ooh. Nice. Hey, he's walking around carrying stuff. Okay. Well, obviously there's a main quest here happening. Not hard to know that. Bum 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 bum. Okay. So it's a nice section there. So we can go here and go that way. Or we go this way, which I think we're gonna have to go that way because it looks like there's only one entrance. Yeah, it looks like you can only get to this one through here, so it'd be better just to go through there instead of going up here, around, and then back and back and then going that way. So we just go there, out, and then go around all the rest of them. That seems to be the best way to do it. Hama. Nice. No, it was blocked off invisible walls. Ooh, that's a... Oh, come on, you gotta be able to jump through that. There we go. Alright. Very nice. Only problem is now I can't get up there. But it's okay, because we're right here. Bow, bow, down, bow, down. What? According to the message on the base, this Aetheryte has been temporarily disabled. Oh, come on. That's just a load of bull hockey. Alright, the question becomes... No, it's through here. I'm assuming that means we need to get permission. Okay. And then we only need one more, which is up there. That's one thing I should probably be doing that I'm not doing. I should probably go do hunts and get nuts, because I'm pretty sure the hunt gear wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty okay. Let's double check it. Thank you. Oh, he doesn't have stuff here. He just has Diablo wings. Oh, that's how they get Diablo wings. Minion, yeah, the variant striking dunny. Orchestral roll. Okay. That's how people were getting the Diablo wings. I was like wondering, where do they people getting Diablo wings from? It's from the hunts. Okay. Gotcha. Alright. Oh, that's right. God, I forgot when I do that, I lose Estinian. But he's right down here, so it's all good. Besides, walking around with Estinian was fun. Chilling with Estinian was fun. Found your bearings, have you? Well, then let's get to Magaduta, whatever you call it. Ah, Master Tenon, I presume. I understand you are here for an audience with the Satrap. If you require directions to Magaduta, I should be glad to provide them. The Satrap's residence is situated in Dharma, at the highest part of Radhathan. To get there, I would ordinarily recommend a route that takes you by the bazaar in the city's north. Due to the state of alert, however, most businesses are currently closed, and the Etherite disabled. As such, I will provide you with an alternate path. First, please ascend the steps next to this fountain, then continue left. There will be more steps, and upon ascending them, you will emerge on Paksa's path. Proceed through the large door on the right, and you will arrive at Ruveda Fibers. Within, you will find another sentry who will give you further guidance. In other words, we head up. Sounds straightforward enough. And I already did all the Aetherite, so I can technically just... Ah, nothing's close enough. Right. I'm an idiot. I keep making that mistake. I need to go with Estinian. I need to go with Estinian. Meaning I can't teleport. Estinian, why can't you just teleport with me? Make my life easier, man. Yeah, let's go. Keep brain farting and forgetting the basic... Ba-dum-ba-dum. Okay. Heading to Magduta, are you? In that case, please follow this hallway to my right and go through the door on top of the stairs. You'll emerge at the entrance to the airship landing where another sentry should be on hand to assist you. Incidentally, if you ascend the steps to either side of me, you'll find workshops of Ruveda fibers. Though you're free to observe the artisans, take care not to lose your way. Alright. You are here for an airship? I'm afraid all flights have been suspended until further notice. So the state of alert is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. That aside, we're not here for an airship. We have business at Magaduta. Oh, in that case, permit me to direct you. From here, it is quite simple, really. Ascend these steps and then continue straight ahead across the bridge. You cannot miss it. Yeah... Ah, I remember passing through here with Roshan. The situation being as it was, he regretted not being able to show us the sights. Life has yet to return to normal here, but when it does, you ought to pay another visit. Though the city is confusing, the food is quite good. I'm partial to Hamza myself. The meat's surprisingly tender and flavorful. Squawk, squawk. The bird's just looking at him like, what? Sprinting. Sprint, 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 sprint. Greetings and welcome to Magadutha. May I inquire after your business? We are members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We are Scions of the Seventh Dawn, come at the invitation of His Excellency. Ah, of course. We have been expecting you. I will show you into the audience chamber, if you would please follow me. Doors? Oh, okay, no.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
That's because you're a G, man. You're so freaking cool.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzat will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Oh, man.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
Oh, shit!
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
Yo, call Ishgard. Ask these people to donate scales.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made. In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
'Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift. Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydralin to whom we must look for answers.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort.
Oh shit. Story time from a dragon. Woo! This is gonna be good.
'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one?
Oh shit, that is a good question. Because you find out, like he already said, and you also reiterate it in the Omega Raid, that Midgard Summer, he left his own planet to come to this one. Technically, dragons are aliens. And yeah, why would, if there were other planets and stuff, why this one? That's super good. I completely didn't catch that or ponder that.
To which Midgardsormr did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope. He believed so long as Hydralin endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydralin does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
Yep.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
So freaking crazy.
Prithee, a moment. There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor, 'tis thee.
Oh yeah. You talked about me? I only wish he could be here with us now. Yeah, because if you did the Omega Raid, you know he had to go back to sleep from wasting power to save us.
I know of his clash with Omega, and the long slumber which was his price.
That is so awesome that they freaking, if you do the raids and stuff, they add these little tidbits into the game that like reward you, that it makes it feel so more real and lived in. Oh my god. So freaking good, man. I love these little moments like this. So good. Feels so lived in and so freaking fantastic, man. Come on. I want to save this.
Yet even closed in sleep, my father's eyes are far from blind. He is watching over thee, watching over this world. 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsormr's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe.
Yep.
Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Oh man, basically he's calling us out for like, he's just like for saying like, you know, the people around you, they're gonna be caught up in your troubles and shit. Oh my god. You sail. Moonbrita. Oh man. Papa Limo. Minfilia and Rin. Horjafont, of course they'd save him for last.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
Tis I who must
Funny.
apologize.
Cute. Very cute.
Overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Our apologies again. I hope we didn't force you to conclude your conversation prematurely. So what were you and Vitra talking about? Don't worry about it. Nothing? Very well, if you say so. The others have gone to head to the High Crucible. Let us catch up to them. Ta-da. Like his sister Tiamat, Vitra is possessed of a gentle soul. I am glad they're on our side. Or Archon Love.